MakingAScene.org brings you the new music search engine is a conversation. Let's jump right into this explainer.
So picture this. A music fan is driving home late at night. The road's empty, the dashboard's glowing, and they just really want to hear something new. Now, in the past, they probably would have typed a super broad genre like blues rock into an app and just settled for a generic one-size-fits-all playlist. But what if they could ask a highly specific question instead? Something like, find me a blues rock artist from Atlanta with powerful female vocals, strong guitar work, and songs that sound good on a late-night drive. You see, this isn't just naming a band anymore. It's describing a very specific need, a mood, and a moment. So let's dive into this massive shift toward conversational search and what it actually means for the future of music discovery. Section 1. The new search engine. The search box just learned how to talk. Okay, we're entering an era where the search box is completely transforming. Back on July 14, 2026, Spotify announced a beta feature called Talk to Spotify. This effectively turned the search bar into a knowledgeable record store employee, one who remembers literally everything you've ever played and, never needs to take a lunch break. The absolutely crucial point here is that music discovery is turning into a back and forth process of refinement. A listener can now speak or type broad requests and then actually refine those results. You can say, play some modern soul, and then immediately follow it up with, okay, make it a little less polished. The listener can explain exactly what is wrong with that first answer and move much closer to their desired vibe. It's a conversation now. This completely changes the game. Fans can now describe a feeling, a physical place, or a specific intent, rather than just relying on knowing the artist's name beforehand or scrolling endlessly through traditional playlist categories. If you're an independent artist who doesn't fit neatly into a single tidy box, like purely rock or purely country, this conversational intent could blow open doors that were previously locked completely tight. Section 2. Machine-readable artist identity. The great genre-defying identity crisis. For years, indie artists have been told they have to stand out, right? Which basically led to everyone calling themselves a genre-defying artist. But to a search engine, that phrase is essentially just creating a giant fog machine of useless promotional adjectives. You can see the difference so clearly when you compare a vague biography with a fact-based one. A biography claiming you're an exciting and genre-bending artist with a unique sound could literally describe anyone from a teenager in a bedroom to a kazoo orchestra. But a fact-based profile packed with concrete details, like being an Atlanta-based blues rock singer mixing Southern soul, that gives discovery systems the exact context they need to match you with that late-night driver's highly specific request. To be found today, you need a clear, consistent set of facts. And honestly, it starts with simple things, like making absolutely sure your artist name is spelled exactly the same way across all your platforms. You also need specific subgenres, your actual hometown, and your core instruments. Loading your profile with every genre imaginable isn't marketing, it's creating a musical yard sale. Instead, you need concrete facts that help digital systems and human beings actually understand who you are. Section 3. Beyond the audio file. Credits are becoming roads to discovery. We have to completely change how we look at a track. Streaming trained us to view a song as just an audio file with a play button, but it's actually a map full of cultural history, recording locations, and collaborative connections. These rollout dates from MakingAScene.org show a very clear trend. Platforms are expanding discovery far beyond just the lead artist's name. Look at the introduction of the Song DNA beta, which happened just a few months prior to Talk to Spotify. It connects writers, producers, samples, and session players. It proves that properly credited metadata isn't just boring paperwork anymore. It is literally a network of roads leading straight to your music. And hey, speaking of metadata, let's talk about geography for a second. Having a social media profile that says your location is Earth or the universe is, well, delightfully mysterious, but commercially, it's totally unhelpful. Location is becoming a vital business tool again because conversational discovery allows fans to ask for regional sounds. Think about it. If someone asks for a Brooklyn punk band and your profile says Earth, you are not going to show up. Connecting online searches directly to local shows and venue bookings requires putting your actual city on your website. Section 4. The Fan Passport System. Fan data is the new currency. All right, this brings us to kind of a harsh reality of streaming platforms. The platform knows the customer perfectly, getting their email, their preferences, their phone number, while the artist receives applause through a wall, getting nothing but an analytics dashboard. Look, having passive listeners on a platform you don't control is vastly different from having a direct relationship. 1 million passive impressions absolutely do not equal 1 million relationships.
Instead, 10,000 actual customers who voluntarily gave you their contact info and joined your world, those are infinitely more valuable for building a sustainable career.
According to makingascene.org, the solution here isn't to treat Spotify as the enemy. Fans love streaming. Instead, you need to build a bridge from it to an artist-owned fan passport. So, what is a fan passport? It's an artist-controlled system designed to respectfully remember a fan's journey and their meaningful actions over time. It's an incredible way to capture that conversational discovery and turn it into a lasting, permission-based connection.
Let's be real. Fans don't wake up excited to enter a CRM database, but they absolutely love being remembered for their specific journey with you. A fan might stream a track yesterday, buy a vinyl record today, and then scan a QR code at your show tomorrow for a digital stamp. You shouldn't send the exact same generic email to someone who just discovered you as you would to a super fan who has attended 10 of your concerts, right? Memory creates value.
Section 5, Building Your Revenue Stack, from conversation to customer.
Now, Talk to Spotify is not a magic money faucet. Discovery creates attention, sure, but last time I checked, you can't deposit attention in the bank. It's simply the entrance to a business funnel that you, the artist, must construct to capture that value. This step-by-step journey shows exactly how a single, highly specific voice search in a car late at night can ultimately fund an independent artist's career. They discover you, they visit your site, they join the list, and because you know their city, you send a targeted show invite. They buy a ticket, grab some merch, and eventually join a reoccurring membership. That is exactly how a music industry middle class is built, step by connected step.
The good news is, you don't need to outspend the major labels to make this work. But makingascene.org strongly suggests you take 30 days to run an identity audit. Review all your profiles for consistent spelling and facts. Update your website so it's actually your business headquarters, complete with clear release pages and show dates. Document any missing credits, set up that permission-based email sign-up or CRM, and hey, you can even use AI tools to check your own biography for missing details or conflicting dates. It's time to get your digital house in order.
Because ultimately, the platform might begin that conversation, but the artist must keep it going. The new gatekeeper might speak in a warm, friendly voice and answer questions without making you scroll, but make no mistake, they're still a gatekeeper. They want a satisfied Spotify customer. You want a lasting artist customer. You must still offer a destination beyond the streaming platform to actually capture that relationship.
When a fan asks this incredibly specific question, the future winner is going to be the artist who provides the clearest, most machine-readable, and honest answer. Be easy to find, be easy to understand, and be easy to support. So ask yourself, if the search box started listening to you today, what exactly would it hear? Make sure you check out the other great articles and resources on makingascene.org, the place the indie artist goes to build the new music industry.